1. Introduction. My name is Janet. I am 24 years old. I work in a flower shop. It is small and full of color. I like stories about love. Today is my wedding day. I am wearing a white dress. I feel like I am in a beautiful story. I am marrying Carl. Carl is an architect. He is 28 years old. He designs large buildings and houses. He is very tall and handsome. He often wears glasses. Carl is usually quiet and serious, but he has a very kind smile. Everyone thinks Carl is a wonderful man. My friends say I am very lucky. They call him a perfect gentleman. I believe them completely. Carl is experienced and successful. He knows about the world and how things work. The wedding day was perfect. We had many guests. We danced and ate delicious food. The celebration was long. It was loud and happy. We were both tired when the night ended. The party finished late at night. Now the public part is over. We said goodbye to our friends and family. We went to the hotel. We have a special room waiting for us. It is a luxury suite. It has a big balcony and warm, soft lighting. This room is for us only. I am excited now. This is the private moment I have waited for all day. My heart is beating very fast. I feel nervous, but mostly happy. Carl and I are finally husband and wife. I want to be close to him now. I look at Carl. He is taking off his formal jacket slowly. He walks toward the big, comfortable bed. He sits down near the edge of the mattress. He looks down at his hands. He does not look at me. I think he is just very tired from the long, emotional day. I wait for him to turn around. I imagine the beautiful beginning of our new life. I know Carl will be gentle and strong tonight. He is a man who knows what to do. I walk closer to the bed. I want to touch his shoulder and tell him I love him. I think about our entire future. We will build a good life together. Everything important is starting now in this room. I know this night will be special and memorable. Carl is quiet for a long moment. He moves his hands slightly. His hands are moving quickly, like he is worried about something. I do not understand why he is so still and serious right now. I sit down next to him on the soft mattress. I touch his arm gently. "Carl," I ask him softly, "are you okay?" 2. The secret news. The wedding party finished very late that night. Janet and Carl were very tired, but they were also happy. They went to the luxury hotel. Their room was a beautiful suite. The suite was large and expensive. It had a big balcony and soft, warm lights. It was the perfect place for a new married couple. Janet looked around at the soft pillows and the beautiful view from the window. She felt excited. Her heart was beating very fast. She wanted to be close to her husband. She thought about their life starting now. Carl took off his suit jacket. He did not look at Janet. He walked to the bed and sat on the edge. He looked down at his hands. Janet noticed that his hands were shaking a little bit. The happy atmosphere quickly started to change. Janet felt a little nervous now. Carl was usually so controlled and calm. Seeing him shake was very strange. The joy from the wedding party quickly went away. A feeling of worry took its place. She knew this serious talk was not about work or money. It was about them. Carl spoke softly. "Janet," he said, "I must tell you something important." Janet moved closer to him. She sat down next to him on the big bed. "What is it, Carl?" she asked. She waited for him to speak. He looked very serious. Carl took a long, deep breath. He seemed very worried about her reaction. This was not the start of the wedding night that Janet expected. Carl was usually a confident man at work. Now he looked like a young boy who was afraid of trouble. Carl looked up at Janet for a moment, then back down at his hands. "It is a secret," he whispered. "It is difficult to say." Janet put her hand on his arm to help him. "Tell me," she said gently. Carl finally said the words clearly. "I have never been with a woman before. I am a virgin." Janet stared at him. She felt a strong shock. Carl was 28 years old. He was a successful architect. He was handsome and experienced in life. Janet thought he was experienced in everything. She could not speak. The beautiful, quiet hotel room was now full of heavy silence. This was the biggest surprise of her life. Carl waited for her to speak. His eyes showed great fear. He waited for Janet's answer. The secret was out. Janet tried to understand the secret news her handsome husband just told her. 3. A big surprise. I looked at Carl. I could not speak. I was very shocked by his words. Carl is 28 years old. He is a successful architect. He draws big buildings and earns good money. He is handsome and smart. Why did he wait so long? I thought about my own life. I am 24 years old. I had 2 boyfriends before him. My life was different. I had experience with relationships. I thought Carl was the same. This news was a very big surprise. The room was very quiet. The heavy silence filled the space between us. It felt like a physical thing. I looked at the lights and the soft carpet. This was not the wedding night I had planned. I had planned romance and happiness, not a serious conversation about secrets. "Are you joking?" I asked him. My voice was very small. Carl looked down at his hands again. He slowly shook his head. "No, I am not joking," he said quietly. His face was full of worry. He looked like a child who had done something wrong. He was so successful in his professional life, building huge structures, but here he seemed very vulnerable. Carl started to explain his reasons. He told me he was always busy. He studied very hard in school and university. Then he worked very hard to become an architect. He said his career took all his time, but that was not the only reason. He looked up at me. His eyes were brown and sad. "I wanted to wait for the right person," he said softly. "I wanted our first time to be special. I did not want to rush the important things. He explained that he valued commitment very much. He wanted true love before intimacy. He told me that I was the right person, the one he had waited for. I felt many things at once. I was disappointed because I had expected a normal wedding night. I felt confused by his long wait, but I also felt something warm. He was very honest with me. He was scared that I would leave him. I could see the fear in his eyes. I did not want to hurt him. I thought, what if I cannot help him? What if this secret is too big for our marriage? The fear of abandonment touched both of us in that moment. I did not know what to say or do next. I needed time to process this new information. I took a deep breath. I knew my decision now would change our future forever. 4 sad days. The first days of our life together were difficult. We were on a long trip for our honeymoon. We were staying in a beautiful place next to the blue ocean. We walked on the soft, white sand sometimes. But the beauty outside did not help the sadness inside. There was a distance between Carl and me. It felt like a very tall, cold wall that we could not climb over. I had to answer many people. My best friends were very excited. They wanted to know every small detail about our new life. My phone made noise all the time. The messages said things like, "How is the honeymoon?" And "Is he treating you like a queen?" I smiled when I wrote back, but my answers were lies. I wrote, "Everything is wonderful and perfect." I felt a lot of pressure to keep up a perfect image. Carl was a very successful architect. Everyone thought he was a wonderful, experienced man. If they knew the truth, that he was so nervous and scared of intimacy, it would be a big problem. I wanted to protect him from judgment. I also wanted to protect our new marriage. The secret felt very heavy, like a big rock I carried alone every day. I needed Carl to be close to me. I wanted him to act like my husband. But he was often very quiet. He looked at the floor or out the window when we were together. He was always worried about doing the wrong thing. If I reached out my hand to hold his, he moved away quickly. Not because he was angry, but because he felt great panic and anxiety. This constant movement away made me feel rejected. I started to feel very insecure about myself. I did not understand why he kept his distance for so long. I thought maybe I was the problem. I went to the large mirror in our hotel room. I looked closely at my face and my body. I asked my reflection, "What is wrong with you, Janet? Why does your husband not want to touch you?" My confidence started to fall down very fast. I felt sad every morning when I woke up next to him. I missed the happy, excited feeling from the wedding day. Carl was still kind, but his worry was too strong. He spent a lot of time reading books or looking at maps of the surrounding area. He was trying to hide from the fact that we were married and alone together. I wanted a true husband, not just a roommate who was afraid of me. These days were not happy. They were sad days filled with silence and deep doubt. I hoped things would change soon, but the fear stayed in the room with us all the time. 5. Walking on the sand. We were on the beach late one evening. The sky was very beautiful. The sun was going down, and the colors were purple, pink, and orange. We walked slowly next to the ocean waves. I felt sad because we were married, but we were not close. There was a big wall between Carl and me. I tried to hold Carl's hand, but his hand was stiff. He did not hold my hand back. I could not hide my feelings anymore. I stopped walking on the wet sand. Tears started to come to my eyes. I looked at Carl and my voice was quiet. "Carl," I asked him, "do you truly love me? Please tell me the truth, or did we make a big mistake getting married?" I needed him to answer. I needed to know if he wanted me. Carl stopped walking too. He looked at my face. He saw that I was hurting. He looked sad and worried. "Janet, no," he said quickly. "Please do not think that. I love you very much. I love you more than everything else." He took a deep breath. "I am just afraid," he explained. "You are so smart and beautiful. You have experience in life. I have none. You know everything about this, and I know nothing. I worry about it all the time." Carl looked down at the sand. He kicked a small stone with his foot. "I do not want to be bad for you," he whispered. "I worry that I will disappoint you. I worry that I cannot be the husband you need me to be. I feel shame." When he said this, I finally understood. I thought he was pushing me away because he did not want me. I thought he rejected me, but now I knew the truth. His distance was not rejection, it was protection. He was trying to protect himself from shame and protect me from his lack of knowledge. He was not cold, he was just very insecure about this part of his life. My heart felt warm again. My sadness went away a little bit. I took a step closer to him. I did not try to hold his hand again. I just stood next to him. "Carl," I said gently, "we are married. We are a team now. We will learn together. We do not need to be afraid of each other." The sun was almost gone. The air was cool and salty. Carl looked up at me again. His eyes were full of worry, but also relief. We stood there for a long time, watching the waves come in. We did not speak, but we felt closer than before. It was a small step, but it was the most important step we had taken all week. 6. Close to you. We walk quickly back to the hotel room. The walk is fast, but we do not speak. The sun is gone now, and the night is dark. The room feels safer than the beach where we had our difficult talk. Carl opens the door. The air inside is heavy. I know we must change things now, but changing things is hard. I look at Carl. He still looks worried. I move closer to him. "Carl," I say softly, "I understand now. You are afraid, and that is okay." I take his hand. His hand is warm, not stiff anymore. I tell him we must forget the past 5 days, forget the wedding night, forget the pressure from my friends who want details. Forget my old boyfriends and my experience. This is our moment now. This is a new start only for us. We are husband and wife, and we are together in this difficult journey. I look deep into his eyes. His eyes are brown and beautiful. I want him to know that I am a safe person. I want him to know that I am here for him completely. We stand very still for a long time. We do not need words to communicate our feelings. The silence is not heavy now. It is peaceful and full of hope. I see truth and love in his face. He sees trust and acceptance in mine. This deep eye contact makes the tension leave the room slowly, like a soft wind blowing out the door. Carl smiles a little bit. It is a true smile, not a nervous one. He lifts his hands slowly. He places them around my waist gently. I put my arms up to his neck. I touch his shoulders. He is tall, and I must stand on my toes just a little bit. He leans down towards me. Our lips finally meet. This kiss is very slow. It is soft and careful. It is not like the kisses I had before in my life. It is not fast or demanding. It is meaningful. It shows respect and patience. At first, it is a little strange. Carl is very new to this feeling, but we stay close. We keep kissing. We forget the awkwardness quickly because we focus only on the feeling of being near. We forget the big secret and the fear of failure. We just breathe together, slowly and deeply. Our hearts begin to beat in the same rhythm. The kiss lasts for many minutes. It feels like the whole world stops just for us. When we finally stop kissing, we look at each other again. Carl's cheeks are red, but he is happy and relaxed. He holds my hands tightly. We have crossed a big river today, a difficult boundary. We are finally close, not just in the same room, but close in our minds and close in our hearts. 7, a special night. We turn off the lights. The room is dark, but the air is soft. The moon shines through the big window. The light is silver and gentle. It makes soft shadows on the wall. This night is very important for us. It is our special night. We waited a long time for this moment, but now the waiting is over. The fear that Carl carried before is gone. I cannot feel it anymore. He is calm now. He is gentle and quiet. I feel safe when I am close to him. We look at each other. We make long eye contact again. We see the deep trust we built. This trust is new, but it is strong like a rock. I know Carl does not have experience. I must remember to be patient. I help him gently. I guide his hands. I tell him what I need. He listens to every word I say. He is very careful. He does not rush. We take our time together. We breathe slowly. We focus on the feeling of being close. This is not about being perfect or quick. It is not about technical skill from a book. It is about our hearts joining together. It is about the emotional connection between two people who love each other. We are husband and wife. We share everything now, even our vulnerabilities. It feels honest and very real. The room is warm. We are intimate and we learn together. Carl learns quickly because his love for me is strong. Love is the best teacher. I understand an important truth in that moment. Experience is not the most important thing in a marriage. Trust is much better than experience. Honesty is better than skill. Carl gave me his true self, completely open. That is the best gift a person can give. He was brave to share his secret. We spend the whole night together, close and warm under the moonlight. When the sun starts to rise, we are finally asleep. It is the best and deepest sleep I have had since our wedding day. I know that everything will be good now. We are truly together. 8. Happy life. 2 years went by very fast. Today, Carl and I are in our new house. We are sitting in the kitchen. It is a big, bright room. I am drinking hot coffee. Carl is working. He is drawing plans for a new building. He is still an architect and he loves his job. When Carl looks up, he smiles. His smile is easy and bright now. He is not nervous anymore. He is a different man from the one I married 2 years ago. He is confident and strong. He speaks clearly and looks people in the eye. I remember the secret he told me on our wedding night. It seems like a very long time ago. That night was difficult, but it helped us grow. I learned a big lesson about love. Love is not about experience. It is not about technical skill. Love is about trust and patience. I thought Carl was perfect because he was handsome and successful. But his true perfection was in his heart. His heart was pure. Now our life is peaceful. We talk about everything. We laugh a lot. Sometimes we remember the honeymoon and smile. We were both so scared then. We visit my flower shop sometimes. Carl brings me flowers every Friday. He still wears glasses, but they make him look kind, not just serious. He helps me cook dinner, even though he is not good at it. These small moments are important. I understand now that everyone takes a different road in life. Carl's road was unique. He waited for the right person. He waited for me. Some people might think his past was strange, but I do not. His past did not matter. Only his heart mattered. He gave me a wonderful gift. He gave me his true self without any walls or secrets. This gift was better than any experience. We are very close. We share everything. We are a team. We plan to have children soon. Carl is already designing a big room for a baby. We talk about our future often. We know that life will bring new challenges, but we are ready. We faced the biggest surprise together, and we learned to communicate honestly. This honesty is the foundation of our marriage. Our love story is special because it started with a secret and ended with complete openness. Carl finishes his drawing and closes his notebook. He walks over to me and kisses my head. "What are you thinking about?" he asks. "I am thinking about our happy life," I answer. "I love him more today than I loved him on our wedding day." We found happiness together, built on honesty and love. When I look at Carl, I see my best friend and my true love. I am very thankful for our journey.